Yeah, I think this is one of the better maps for like ISO Killjoy combos. I think it's kind of underrated, like double damage down lane, mollies. But we'll see. Liquid on defense, BBL on attack, and we got ISO Jet.
Indeed, it's Yampi to be the spearhead of this attack.
Holy.
Takes a little bit of damage and opts out of the fight, while BBL looked to switch up the pace over to this B site. Power gets spotted early, so make sure that he's got some cover. As the smoke from Kiko may allow him to move out of there, but Kiko,
dude, as soon as they heard that, as soon as they heard the shield, just everyone looked over there.
They haven't quite made the decision to move into this
Double
B site
ding.
yet. They're being very meticulous about it, which is
GT, thank you so much, man, with the 22 months.
To angle an attack from the back line. Brave
Yeah, I don't think so.
They've only got a camera to watch that flank as well. It's just checked.
And they will be looking to see if they can isolate Mystic while Brave goes in for the fight against Nat. It's a successful first fight, which BBL will be happy about. They'll get the spike down, and Team Liquid unable to put the pressure on, dropping 2 players. Mystic, that's the first shot. Now Elite takes the corner, takes the fight, but is not able to take Mystic down. He'll end up
too much on this one. Nicely done from BBL. Dude, they annihilated the ISO.
After taking that B control.
It's also like they never have to worry about a flash. They can just hold the smokes the whole time. Like this ISO here.
Similar buy going into the anti-eco, but again, to start off the pistol round here for BBL on their map pick is huge, considering the momentum that they found in that last map over on Lotus.
There's definitely energy on that side of the table, that side of the stage rather. Well, BBL,
yeah, different times, Crippy.
Energy for them. Team Liquid seem that they're still happy to take these early fights, skirmishes, keep BBL on their toes. Although this time they won't be going to fall into the attacker's hands. It's Elite that opts out of taking that fight early, and the A site is handed over freely. Though Elite can still do a little bit of damage here. He doesn't have much to lose either, right? Just the ghost, and he ends up with 1 before he drops. Team Liquid look for an upgrade. At least it's better than a classic.
And that's one of the deaths they're allowed.
Kiko will be taking that. Let's see if they can find any more damage in this one. BBL grouped up, bunched up. And Team Liquid making a lot of noise as they look to approach. But yeah, they're just going to wait for the spike to explode.
Yeah, they're just looking to get those exit frags here, right? Nats will be the one to pressure the exit towards CT, anticipating BBL to fall back in towards A main instead, where they will be met by 3 players just looking to steal the guns out of their hands. Overall, though,
they actually might get some kills here.
Sure, yeah, give it.
Yeah, they might get some kills here.
We're seeing vanilla Ascent on the side of BBL, right?
Yeah, sure.
But then, how are you feeling about Kiko being on that ISO? Because I think the desk is talking about it as well. We were quite surprised at that fact. And as I say that, all those weapons lost
Nice.
for BBL. That is a tough look to
Only
lose
one picked up a gun.
those 2 rifles.
True. I'll answer your question though. Kiko was a madman the previous split when he was playing in
The HUD.
Challengers North.
That was a delayed HUD though, right?
You know,
That was a delayed HUD though, right? They picked up more guns than this.
Obviously, you think he
right?
deserved the step up, but the fact that there've been so many high-end duelists coming in from the Challenger Leagues this season, it's been hard for him to stand out. So there's a lot of pressure on him to actually match that performance. But now on that ISO, he might have a better chance of doing that.
Who had to spend money? Oh my god, they only picked up 1.
A lot of heavy presence
There's no way. They only picked up 1 gun. It was next to both of them.
Got a tripwire for mid and for A main. BBL, take a pause.
Dude, this sound bug. Holy. They only get cancelled when there's some other sound in game. What an insane Omen flashing. That is crispy. Okay, that swings in. Well, tell me we pick up this gun though, right? Okay.
That was a lovely cleanup.
It all doesn't matter. They all got guns now. We're all good.
On top of Rafters there as well, playing with that double tap, refreshing that shield, allowing him to take that additional damage. Now, as we head into the next round, BBL forced onto his save. They're going to look to maybe build up as many ultimates as they can. The idea was there for
this Omen flash is huge from Mystic.
But this is a different iteration, I feel like, that we've seen of Team Liquid just as they've grown throughout this season. I feel like right now they're also synergizing quite well together.
Yeah, they're starting to move like a unit, working around those
Yeah, they get the hero gun.
difficulties that you do find when you do
Trying to get a server all early.
Both of this team
Shock
sort
for the
of
trip,
trying
and then
to
they're descending it.
battle the identity
Shock, trip,
crisis, and
knife
I
back
think
aside.
BBL is getting closer to that end. Team Liquid still on the
Alright, let's see what
experimenting
Kushner
edge.
can do. Panda, thank you so much,
Yeah,
man.
this
Appreciate the
is gonna be a
17
difficult
months.
one. Kushner is going to be asked to do a lot here, as he's the only player holding a Vandal Nat smoked out, but doesn't care. Wow,
Oh,
brilliant.
yeah, add that to the cast video, I guess. Thank you for that one.
Defense, which was enough to make
Just
this
an
round
insta
look
death,
pretty
of
damn
course.
clean for
As
Team Liquid.
chat, what happened to the
does.
what happened to the shock for the trip? Did it just miss?
Again, now we look to see what we have to work with here. Enzo's gonna cycle up into that Odin. You'll love to see it. But the little replay here as well.
Ander, again, thank you so much. We're on his POV, he had a shock ready.
0 point that came through, guaranteeing that the trip would
I don't
still
know what
be
went down
active
there.
on the
We have an ISO ult, so ISO ult really good for going aggro at the beginning or retaking. Or, well, pretty much that. Because obviously you want to try and capitalize on the person if they lose the 1v1.
What makes everyone comfortable.
Slime Bunny,
As I did mention,
thank you for the
Enzo
16 months.
Odin
Hello,
time.
hello.
And this is the perfect map to
Appreciate the
do it.
tier 1. Thank you, thank you.
He's already spraying some shots, warning shots against Elite. Saying,
Green Kitten
"Don't
as
even
well.
bother coming through
Welcome
B."
in, thank you for doing that.
And spread out early.
Okay,
attempt
money
for
really low.
BBL to gain
Ooh.
information. And Yampy goes
Yeah, and
even
we got some
further
freedom, and
forwards.
they
Look
decide
at
to push
that.
over towards
Kiko,
A,
can
and there's
he
a
win
giant
this
duel
one?
going on while this duel happens.
Parrot is gonna stand
Okay,
still,
nice from
and it's
Kiko.
to win
And they
it.
don't need
Team
to
Liquid
overpush.
off of the advantage. Kushner tries to challenge Kiko and actually buys a lot of space. He's moved in all the way into the back line. You can see Endo trying to challenge it, but Team Liquid have got to balance this pressure with Reezy moving up into short. It's Nats to deliver the finishing blow. But BBL have gone all the way around into the safe side. 2 angles of attack. Team Liquid try to fend off 2 different places, but it's Mystic to instantly get
Oh my God.
traded. BBL, can they draw it right back up? Kushner, low in health. Elite is the one to put BBL right back into even footing, but Kushner's aggression doesn't pay dividends, and it's Team Liquid that have got the numbers. Elite trying to close up the gap to take this fight to them.
Holy hell, that felt scary the whole round. Dude, shout out to Kushner. So Liquid is so focused on making sure that they're going to trade the kill in case Kiko doesn't win it. But they don't protect his body, and Kushner just dashes on him on short. So sick.
Punishing whoever pushes through. And I mean, it's unfortunate for Kiko that he didn't have anyone watching his back there, but to even find the success in that duel within the kill contract made all the difference.
Yeah, indeed.
The map control, dude, the minimap.
That's how Enzo got the
The minimap was wild during the whole thing. Okay, forces them down to an eco again. We've got Kushner with his knife, so we've got no KO to stop.
Kiko to the back of site, trying to clear out Brave, but Kushner's pretty damn quick.
That was sick.
Approach. BBL
Oh my God.
switched up the pace entirely, but
What's
Enzo
going on?
showing why
Dude,
he's
the guy's
so
sight.
dangerous on the Odin.
Killed.
And this
Okay.
round has gone out of control for BBL. Team Liquid putting their foot
Honestly,
on this B
there's a couple of these
side.
rounds where I'm
No
like,
one-shot
maybe
cross.
BBL should be winning them.
Enzo is on the Odin here, and
But yeah, Enzo cleaned this one up. I like this play though. I like this ult to back a site, and then when some back a site's free, right? So you got the Omen ult, back a site's free, and then they updraft with the knives and they see if anyone's close. So with that, you at least say you can stick it, or you get a kill on someone that is trying to time the Omen ult. Really sick round. Use double ult into an eco though, but knives is pretty standard.
Poke and prod a little bit there as well, and the recon dart there was perfect from Enzo. As we wrap up this replay, we do
Tatsumasa,
also
thank
see
you so much
BBL
for the 2
calling
months. Thank you,
a
thank you.
timeout. The first one that they
Dude, I feel like I
called.
said your name recently.
A few words of affirmation. It's good.
Still a good plan from BBL though. I like that a lot.
And
A load of
BBL,
combo.
has gone into that timeout. They've lost 4 in a row. The first
Why are we-
2
chat,
were
why are we in sub
theirs,
mode? Who's
but ever
misbehaving?
since Team Liquid had
Come on.
their hands onto rifles, it's been a harder time.
Own up.
Now, yeah, they've got some ultimates available for them. They've got some extra pieces to this play that can allow them to gain the early advantage, but they haven't been able to destabilize Team Liquid's defense yet.
No, it's quite an important swing round here for BBL as well.
Let's get rid of the
4 rounds in a
Odin.
row for Liquid.
Look at this.
The
Look at
fact
this
that BBL
well-behaved
have the Hunter's
YouTube chat.
Fury, that null
Look at
command
these
to
guys.
work
They're
with,
just talking about
they're
getting
off
rid of the
back
Odin.
Of this back and forth economy where they're stuck on those ecos, half purchases, and having to flip-flop that with their buys. Meanwhile, with Liquid, Yumpy is online with the operator into this round here as well. And this pause also gave an opportunity to Liquid to chat about how they want to approach it, because they are going to expect Para to be popping that ultimate on the KO for that execution. And it looks like
Yeah, I like that. That's what I'm saying.
Wants to get ahead of the play here in mid.
Sova all one away.
Yampy
is...
For
God's sake. Dude, I can't believe that Yampy as well got his knife out before the smoke proper bloomed. Oh, Nax dodged that?
No, it's actually Reezy's Hunter's Fury.
Very hard to retake this with no flash.
Magnificent work to shut down Team Liquid aggressing in mid.
Especially because that null command could deny the Hunter's Fury in return on that plant. It's not going to be used.
I mean, this is just a standard, simple round for BBL. We pretty much call this the Hiko, but I mean, the overall plan was the Hiko, right? Sova into ult, everyone goes up short while they're dodging the ult. It's just the fact that they went aggro, that it didn't kind of go down like that. Hiko, dude, he's got the legacy in the game until the map gets removed.
But at the same time, what's a bit dangerous about that is that they don't have the money to deal with, but when it's elite going for you...
Yeah, and speaking of money, 4 people survive and they get a lot. Liquid, they got loads of money. Would have had more, obviously, for picking up the gun in the second round. Scary Magician with the tier 1. Thank you so much for that, mate.
And getting the
support, man.
end up on top. Not only that, but he gets a second kill to guarantee this round for them. Brilliant stuff. Team Liquid not going to be so comfortable this time around.
No, definitely not. Different coverage this time too. Smoke towards bottom mid. Yumpy's not going to challenge it this time, not after how the last look went. Full mid control here, comfortable for BBL.
Enzo has ult.
Contested by 2 players. You do have Mystic and Paranoia
Yampy op.
Nats gets in trouble.
Yampy was waiting for something aggro, and now he gets put over towards the angle over towards B. There was a recon to clear it out. He probably heard the trip deep, so he might want to go aggro at one point. We'll see.
Hunter's Fury enabled by Enzo. First tag successful, but it's easy to find first blood out in mid. Nats gets caught.
No way. Riazzi tries to dodge the ult.
So it does mean that BBL need to get into.
I'm surprised BBL traded that. That's pretty impressive.
But they've got the numbers, and with the smoke, it covers their ground.
Yeah, but look at how far Yumpy has walked.
Alexi, thank you for gifting.
Just
thank you so much,
Lexi.
Lexi.
To fall back, knowing that they are at that numbers disadvantage. Sync back up with the team towards A.
Well, the broken trip does lure BBL to keep an extra.
Good luck to Enzo.
Direction, but the A side is seemingly the BBL plan of attack. Team Liquid might have read this though. Enzo holding out the right corner.
Wow, he actually did really good. The fact that there's a Cypher on his head as well.
Leaving Yampy alone, and he's got a less than optimal weapon to work with on this 1v3 clutch. What? Did that connect? It did!
Okay.
Elite down to 4 HP. And Odin picked up, and that's the perfect one if you want to shut down low players.
Dude, look at the HPs.
Vandal in hand now as well. Para and Elite are so low.
I mean, he had a 1v3 on
Does he know
Lotus.
it, though? Oh, I think the recon landed right on him.
Tried to build up.
Rather the attack from the cam, but it's enough to put BBL back into equalization 2 rounds in a row.
What a change. This mid control has done wonders for the side of BBL. It was a nice call from Para as well to shift over to that A site, knowing how much of a threat they had at B, that someone had pushed up so far. They didn't know how many players either.
30 seconds.
They opt for the safer option. Neck and neck though. And into...
Yeah, I don't know. I was just going to talk about the fact that BBL have been putting a lot of pressure onto teams, but they haven't ended up with many match wins. Right?
Oh, yeah, come on.
4-match consecutive lose streak, which isn't quite that positive. But the fact that they put a lot of pressure on teams like Fnatic begs a question. Yeah, there's a bit of improvement here. It's just a matter of fact of matching it on the results page, right? Trying to guarantee that player spot. We are seeing a slight technical pause here, and we'll be relaying the information as soon as we have it. Hopefully it's just a quick one.
I mean, we have to keep in mind how important this match is for both teams as well, right? BBL, again, they had their super week last week. They lost to both teams. That 0-2 to KC, that 1-2 up against Fnatic. So they only have one more match left aside from this one. If they lose here, it's not looking so good. They have to rely on the other teams to underperform in theirs. Meanwhile, for Liquid, this is the opportunity to try try their best to tie things up and maybe overtake BBL in, or continue to maintain their
Wait, what did I ignore?
at that 7th place with BBL in 8th. But I'm gonna take this tech pause to.
Sure.
I mean, I imagine I ignored something.
You know,
Oh, Lexi, thank you for the other gifted.
they're starting
what
to
I
get that momentum
ignored.
back, right, Pavlos?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't have the activity feed up
Which
today.
is on the analyst desk.
Ah,
I'm just
Thank
saying.
you so much
you're
for
just
that.
putting 2 and 2 together here, I see.
I'm putting 2 and 2 together.
Mango Freeze.
Team Liquid haven't
Thank
won a
you so much
series
for the
this
5
much on the
gifted.
broadcast.
Thank you. Chat, you know what to do.
Well,
With the slug oiler
East is
spam
not
going.
casting,
Thank you so much,
maybe
Mango
gives him a little
Freeze.
bit of a chance, 'cause I believe most of the time
No,
it
on
was
the
when it was
analyst does
casting.
too.
Got
On the
gifted from
analyst
Mango
does too.
Freeze as well. Make sure you say thank you to him. Give him a little whap.
Sense Mitch's face right now.
No, he's upset. I know he's upset in the studio. He's upset in the studio. I was
He's been
actually
called
told.
out.
I was actually told that I was supposed to come up here with a mirror and say Mitch 3 times with the mirror, and he might appear.
Ah, yeah.
Will I be on the desk
Yeah,
for
don't do
playoffs?
that.
Nah, I'm hopefully. So
But
the
apparently,
plan is
the reason of the tech pause is
chat,
because there was a
plan
light on
is
stage that was shining
tomorrow
one of the
content,
players'
probably
faces,
miss
so
the
we're
first
just taking
EMEA
time to
game.
make sure that is no longer
Hopefully on for the
case, so
second.
players,
Miss Pacific
there's no disadvantage
Saturday
of
morning.
either
But
either
then
player's end. Well,
every game.
sounds like a change that can be quickly fixed up.
Hopefully, should be every
No
game.
worries there.
From
Team
then
Liquid
to the end of
look
champs.
relaxed, and that's the sort of tone
Ninja,
in
thank you
change
so
that
much.
we've seen
Appreciate that.
throughout today, right? Even
Thank
though
you,
they
thank
lost
you with
that
the
first
prime.
map, there's still some smiles. Even though they've had some difficulties, there's still a little bit of that energy, and I think that's what
Missing
Team
the
Liquid are
Zeta
trying to
game,
battle
dude, not
here,
on
because
purpose.
For the first stage, as well
I
as
want, dude,
kickoff,
I
it
want to
felt
watch
like
Zeta.
they
I
didn't
want to
have
see
that
their
comfort,
icebox.
they didn't have that
Do
confidence,
you know
they
what? I
looked
actually
a
think they're
little
going to ban
bit worried
icebox.
entering the
It's kind of why I want to
server.
watch
You
the
can see a little bit of sweat, a little bit of worry in their eyes. Now that's not the case, so maybe that's an attempt here. Try to get some pressure off of Enzo here.
Will I be doing a Zeta game VOD review?
Players do play in their comfort roles,
Okay,
which is
I'll
why
meet
we're
you
seeing
halfway.
Yampi
If they
and the
play
Jet can do his own
Icebox,
thing, enabling their
I'll
players
VOD review
to
that
play the way
Icebox.
that they know they can
I don't know what
Again,
day
I
it'll
think it
be.
does come
I'll
down to
I'll
that
tell
focus. I
you
believe it was Tom
on
who
Saturday or
touched on it on
Sunday.
the desk as well.
How about
When you
that?
Look back to Lotus, that 6-13
We'll see if they got
loss there
better.
for Team Liquid. Again, already the way BBL was playing in that second half was very difficult to call against. The speed and pace at which they were going. But I think it gets even
Is
more
Nats
difficult
actually
when it is your
IGLing?
central player, when
Yes.
it is
They
Nats
said
who
in an interview he's
is
been
a little bit more
IGLing
disconnected
since
from the actual pushback
the
game.
Gentlemates
With
game,
the team
so like
to
4
make
weeks,
those quicker
maybe even
pivots.
5
Of course,
weeks.
Enzo is going to be that loud second voice as well, that secondary caller for the squad
I think it's 4
in
weeks.
those scenarios. But BBL, they didn't really give them that room
Missed
to
the Paperx game
actually
on Monday? No, we should.
make
Honestly,
those
should be so good
adaptations.
from
You know,
Saturday
it's a split
onwards.
second of a moment that you
Sure.
got here on Ascent. It's a different story. The pace has slowed down quite a bit now on the attacking side of BBL. Team Liquid, they have that opportunity to kind of regroup and take their own pace.
I see what you did there. Yampi back on the opportunity.
Okay,
to see
timeout's
what he can
done,
do with this one.
and BBL winning the rounds in a row. They got a lot of money,
Very
and
far
that big
backwards.
bank that Liquid have
Back in his own
is
spawn. Only
pretty
now
much,
making
and I
his
say
way
pretty
into
much it
mid.
is
Team Liquid
done after
fancying
this
maybe
round. So
move out
Liquid
to
have
short
to
where
win this
Kushner
because
has
BBL's
his
starting to get
sights
too
on.
many rounds.
Spike left behind, so no real intention of going anywhere aggressive just yet. Yampi spots out some movement. Kushner takes the chance.
Yampi, what are you
and it
going
works
for there,
out
though, boss?
wonderfully. Kiko getting out of trouble here. But is this enough to just launch BBL ahead?
And the double tap about to expire here as well.
Well, Kiko tried aggressing out in short. Now we'll do it outside of A main. This time with assistance. Nats having his back. Oh, Brave gets away in time. Team Liquid are
Ooh,
going to clear out.
they just
A
get
main
around the
here.
corner. This is
I
a
realize
lot
that
of
one is
info.
there. Is that gonna allow
They
Team
take
Liquid
the
to move to B
wait,
on
the
time?
orb's
There's
still
only
there.
one defender. This crunch at
Dude,
mid
Enzo has
could
to
be
do
a
so
little
much,
bit
but he
damaging.
has Odin
Mystic
Recon.
won't be able to stop it all from
And
happening.
an Omen
He
Flash.
will be able to cross, but he needs to be there to
can recon
help
off Omen
Enzo
Flash.
do his thing to the back of the site. Oh no,
other way around,
perfect
sorry.
opportunity to keep things going. You try to keep things quiet at the start, but Kushner is just
What?
threading the needle.
Shout out to
Time after
Kushner on
time,
this
2
round. He's
kills
just
to nothing.
double
BBL
entries, I
take
guess.
B-side control without a casualty to spare.
I like the idea. There was a great reposition from Enzo when they were collapsing on him, but now in a 3v5, Team Liquid need to find an opening.
Well, they do find one, but it's not without the trade on the other
Yeah,
end.
and they're gonna have to eco with
Breezy
this.
just closes that back up, make sure that Team Liquid cannot breathe up against the wall. Nats, good little transition on
Nice
the
shot.
Brave. But I just wonder if BBL are going to be going for this one. They might want to go all the way around to try and pressure him. The economy isn't that bad on that end, so it will be BBL to gain the lead. But I think it's all down to
YouTube
Kushner
member,
there, really,
George.
Right? That mid-fight as well as
Thank you
the
so
hit
much,
onto
George.
Enzo in B.
Appreciate that.
Too confident to just move inwards
thank you,
without
mate.
being punished, as if there's no trouble at playing aggressively with that operator.
I mean, even just the ability to walk up mid there as well, right?
Help you, George. That's what I'm
Yumpy
saying.
alone for the first time. Typically, we saw him paired with someone else and just not having that space, playing it so far back and giving it up very early
Prodigy
on into the round.
as well. Prodigy, it's a tragedy.
But that's the other
Thank
thing
you so much for the 2 months.
list here on the side of Team Liquid.
Wait,
is that you are going to be
are
lacking
you memeing or did
that
they
information
actually delete it?
comparatively to when you do have the KO
Nats
on
as
the
well with
side
the Prime.
of
Thank you
BBL
so much.
Esports. And I get scared
Thank
a
you
little
with the
bit.
Prime.
I think for the attacking
How's the
side
match
there
so
as well,
far?
because Kushner gets a lot, you have nothing to flash him off.
Kind of.
But at least
I
now
don't think
with the Vandal, he'll
too
try
similar
and
to the
open
first map.
things up a bit, and
It does
works.
just feel like
a
Kushner is
charm.
different,
Yampy
people.
wasn't able to see the bullet that was coming directly
It feels like
towards his
both
head.
of the
Kiko
first
is in
games,
trouble.
or both of the games so
Spotted.
far has been
Gets
Liquid off to a
himself
good
into
start.
Kushner
And
aggressive
then
with his smoke and dash.
BBL just
Brave to
dominating
find
by
the
rounds.
shot in. Doubles it up as well. Mystic desperately trying to keep his team alive in this one. Shock Dart doing some splash damage, but Enzo exposed with his smoke dissipating, and it's BBL to keep the tempo up.
The shift in these rounds as well with that pace
Yeah,
is
Kushner's
massive
got
for
way
BBL.
too much confidence at the moment.
We look at the fact that this team
And Yampy needs to shut him
isn't
down.
afraid
And
to
there's
just
2
step
rounds in a
on
row
that
now where he's
gas.
been picked.
And again, I think Para is such a big part of a lot of these plays as well, whether he's on the
Guys.
KO, whether he's on the breach, on whatever map. This setup that he's able to provide Kushner on these executions, those flashes are always hitting. It's always giving an opportunity for BBL to find a comfortable opening pick.
And that puts pressure onto Team Liquid here. Now it's their turn to lose 4 in a row. And it's BBL's turn to be the confident team. Team Liquid? Yeah, okay, they've got ultimates going for them, but don't really have the guns to back it up. An eco round would be great, right? A Shiko, isn't that what we call it when the sheriffs are involved? But they haven't had the best of times of finding these openings. It's been the Kushner show for the past couple of rounds. And there seems to be no reply. And even when they go aggressive, right, Ash? Even when they try to go for something explosive themselves, you said they lack the utility, so maybe they try to lack the utility for information, so maybe they try to get that information by pushing themselves. But it always seems like they die in these efforts. So a little bit of a tricky situation.
Adam, honestly, there's so much talent in Turkey at
Realistically,
the
if they're
moment.
looking to play that retake for Team Liquid, it's only Enzo that you can mostly look towards actually
Like, the
find
Turkish
that
tier 2
utility
is
back
crazy.
in. And again, Mystic,
I mean,
sometimes we see
we got
the
like
paradigm
Wu,
being used
Rien's
early
their
on.
perfect example.
Maybe a
Oh
bit
no,
more of a
dude, that's
pivot
filled up my
into
whole
the
stream.
retake
What is
ideas,
this?
a pivot that we could see coming out from Team Liquid, but they
Slimetry.
have different
I can't
ideas
see
for
anything.
the ebb and flow of this map, right?
Holy 50,
Again,
bro.
playing more passive on this
Jojo
map,
Anna
you've got the
gifting
Blade Storm
before it
out
as well.
here
Thank
for
you so
Yumpy.
much, Jojo Anna. And then
I
Slimetry.
mean, it's a good read,
Thank you
but
so much
still
with the 50
Brave
gifted.
has an even better
Holy
one.
hell, bro.
Knows exactly
You
what Yampy was going
mentalist.
for.
Okay, you know what to do.
And it delivers on his end. Kiko
Fill the
finally
chat
finds
up with the
reply
slug
for Team
oil.
Liquid. Mystic side
Oh.
angle, beautiful side
Hold up.
step. But is it enough?
Maybe.
We're still on equal ground.
Slimetry, man, I
3v3.
appreciate you so much. The
Yes,
support
BBL
is
has softened
insane,
up,
dude.
But they're bunched up together, making them harder to pick up one by one. Kiko might have the cross ready for him, while Brave is lurking in the background, trying to catch Team Liquid off guard. And I think he might just be on time. Breezy is playing the safe game, waiting for his team to arrive. It's a shot to do damage. Brave is waiting for them to line up in front of him. He does reset. He thinks they
Nice
now
ult.
have the numbers. Just
I was
go
really
for
hoping
from
that.
the
I
shadows
was really
to
hoping that
reset,
ult
and
would reset the
with his
sound bug
team
here.
power, with the angle on Enzo as he's allowed to
Dr.
plan his
Kickbutt
movement, and
getting
it's
involved as
BBL to
well.
win off an
And
incredible
Hype
round.
as
Despite
well.
the
Hello,
hard
Hype.
clear, there's no way Enzo actually
With the Prime
expects
as well.
Para to be
Thank you so
playing
much for that.
so up
And
close over
Jojo Anna
towards
as well,
tree
gifting
when
5.
Brave is going for that great
Jesus.
position with
The Oilers
from
are out
the
of
shadows.
control.
But just
Slimetry,
so
Jojo Anna,
they
thank
know
you so
that
much.
Yumpy had been playing back towards mid-spawn and prepared for that updraft, knowing that the Blades were going to come out to see if he could find that pick towards top mid.
I mean, if
Yeah,
Yampy
pretty
got that
much
first kill,
does.
it could have been a completely
Summed it up
different
well.
story, right? Because
You lose your smokes early.
exactly, and Team Liquid kept it competitive nevertheless, right? But now they've got guns. This is a real fight. Last round of the half. Team Liquid loses, and this becomes a very scary affair. They're already a map down.
Again, Slimetry,
BBL
thank
could
you,
be
thank
running
you.
could be running
How many
away
subs
with
to
a
go,
quick 2-0.
board?
I mean,
I don't even want to say a
7-5,
number because
8-4,
Slimetry's
neither
mental,
are
mate.
too shabby
I'm not
here,
gonna.
but
I'm not
again,
even
on
gonna say
Ascent,
a
you
number.
expect to rack up a couple more rounds on that
Don't want to
defense.
put. Don't want to put it out there into the world.
Well, it's BBL now leaning towards this left-hand side. 3 players strong on their attempt to take Garage. Now, Team Liquid have placed players here before, so BBL doing that.
The players, I just do it in
to
the
make
off
sure
season though, and then
everything's
never
cleared out.
stream. Come back 6 months after,
Together.
like nothing happened.
The shock dart to even take out that trip towards mid. Side of Team Liquid to add that pressure.
It's important Kiko gets
Oi, on top of the trip? That's so unlucky, dude. Either unlucky or insane anti. Oh my god. Yeah, he hit so many with the fast. It was 2 and it was so close to the 3rd. Kid New York as well, thank you for that, dude. You lot are going crazy today.
Well, we see the cross,
New York,
though,
man.
so
Thank you
the call is
for
going
that.
to be made for Team Liquid to rotate back over towards this A site. Enzo is alone, but they have the numbers advantage.
Enzo's just looking to chip them up a little bit, and it's enough to shut
Yeah, his Utah's been really good.
Team Liquid with double the amount of
Doing
players
good
on the
damage
server
on
right
this.
now.
Wait.
Okay.
Okay, gets his ult.
Looking to get that neural theft up here for Elite.
Got no bodies here. Enzo has, I mean, it's just Omen Flash into Recon, into Yampi. Should be updrafting to make sure that other people can get the shot off.
Death approach, BBL. They've spread out. This paranoia could be huge, actually. I think
Oh, it's a really, really good flash.
It's walked up to catch them off guard.
Holy Mystic saved them. Wow, that was really close, man. Shout out to BBL for making that so close. They had a very good plan. Smoke, flash.
Essential. Absolutely essential
nice.
for Team Liquid to pick up.
They can turn it around.
Yeah,
in the
swing
pistol
from Jenny.
Once we swap sides, but the play
And
was
then they could
bold
ult
from
and then
BBL.
spam through the
idea
floor. Dude,
there
that
to
was
push up,
impressive.
but Mystic to be the
It feels
hero
like
for the team.
the exact same. Is it, chat? Is this not the
Saves it to
exact
replay
same
here as
half,
well.
really?
Such a deep
Pretty much.
commitment originally towards that B
5-7,
site, and this Hunter's Fury coming
5-7.
out from
We
Enzo
had a
was everything.
Liquid.
His
I know they didn't win the
utility
pistol, but they
made
had a really good
massive
start.
difference in being able to chip down the players on BBL.
Nice, James. My
Yeah, and it felt like, yeah, it felt like that. Brave, where it's like they're fighting so heavy for the 5 rounds.
Give us a little bit more
That
than
you could
that.
say that maybe BBL should have had more than 7.
Look,
Where's the
BBL
Birkin?
keep things close, though. Like, even though Team Liquid have gained a round, right,
They're
it's
free?
no longer the winning streak of
Nice.
It's-
Hello, chat.
It hasn't been comfortable. None of them
Chat, stop
seemingly
talking about replacing
seem to have a
players.
grasp of this game. Well, BBL
Save it for
more
the
Team
off-season.
Liquid. And this pistol could actually make a big difference to the pacing of this map. BBL win this, and they might as well call it a day. Kushner will be holding out mid. The only player, no assistance in that regard. So if he does choose to go for the short peak, he may be in trouble. Team Liquid are looking with, 3 forwards. They'll check the left-hand side. Oh, Kiko might have had time to adjust there, but not quite. And the dash allows Kushner to walk away. Doesn't take any damage.
No.
Kushner, what are you doing? All by himself. This is not
Oh,
the BBL
it would have been
show.
so
This is
sick.
the Kushner
It would have been
show.
such a good clip.
And Team Liquid have got
Hit some nice
nothing
shots.
against it.
Oh, you got to check that
1v4
corner.
now for Yumpy.
Ah, it would have been a nice ace for him. Orion Valo, thank you for the prime. Thank you, thank you. Do double pistol for BBL.
As well. This is, unless he hard clears out that spot here on Pora, the timing should be perfect for a clean round for BBL.
You want to see Scream as a coach and me as a player? Now we're talking.
That's as clean as it could be, honestly.
Now
Kushner
we're
would have loved
talking.
the ace, but he already did a big dent on Team Liquid's mental after that.
Well, I think the thing is you don't expect him to dash out, reposition into the exact same spot, and the shots were just so good. He was spotted out as well by the Raptors player, by the Cat player. On top of that, it just looks so good.
Hey,
Aim labs
it's
moment,
an
you know?
insane round.
Yeah, I mean, if the ace came his way, that might have been the play of the year, honestly. A proper 1v5.
What's the pivot here? Walk up contact here for Team Liquid. On towards Cat.
Para there and waiting.
Yeah, I mean, well, he can just slow this down with the molly, right?
Sure, but he doesn't have the molly out. He's got his gun. We'll throw the molly out eventually. He doesn't keep the
It
chip
ate
back.
this Omen Flash. Dude, what a
Enzo,
lovely
Enzo
Omen
ready.
Flash from Brave.
And I think BBL have got a clear idea of
People,
what's going
people
on.
have got so much better at
Rotating
Omen
around
Flashes,
this
it's
area.
crazy.
The smoke has
It's not
been
like
played
just
to
throwing
the
it panic
and
Omen
now
Flash
Team Liquid
anymore,
to
it's
find
just
multiple angles to
always holding
exit,
onto it for the
but
right
no.
moment.
BBL just crunch upon them, close the map around them, and just inching themselves ahead. Only one casualty for them as well that round.
Really nice response from BBL on towards Tree. Sure, the fragment comes out a little bit. I mean, you can't even say late because it's right off the back of contact, right? It just takes a little bit of time to pull that out. But then you
Did you
also
always choose
have
Valorant
Brave
over CS
backing up
because
Pora
the
in
effect
that
that Valorant had on my
situation.
life?
Paranoia
I mean, I
being
started in
thrown out
CS
there
to be
as
fair.
well, and,
Like, I wouldn't
such a
be
great
here
minute on
without
the rotation
CS,
from the
but I
rest
just
of the team
prefer
to clean
Valorant
up.
as a game.
And this is
Pretty
where we
much where
gotta
I'm
have
at.
our eyes on Team Liquid.
But I'm
Again, the buy to
like
come
CS is a
through,
good game.
haven't been able to find much cycling into any of these ultimates early on either, with how dominant these BBL rounds have been for the last two since we swapped sides.
Well, Team Liquid.
Shot. Dude, he's so good right now. Oh, there goes the shield. Oh my god. Oh.
He is unable today. He's still alive. He doesn't really need to get out. He knows there's a chance that he can end up on top. Breezy there to support him. Mystic.
He still get the trade.
But it does cost him his life. Team Liquid losing player.
Oh man, it's so done.
Don't have an answer.
Liquid got an eco. Dude, they got annihilated.
I mean, you look towards Kushner's positioning, right? Previously, he was playing over towards bottom mid,
Jonas,
over towards
hello.
arches, and at that point,
Thank
he
you
was
for the
often
16
running it
months. How's
solo,
things?
But he had two players to back him up into that market position, and they didn't reveal themselves until Team Liquid continued to funnel and push themselves forward.
I'm just impressed. Look, Kushner, he's been an insane player. We know this, right? Even coming from previous seasons, right? We expected that Kushner would be popping off. Now, I think this is some of his best performance.
I got the pick'ems right. Wait, did I put BBL in my pick'ems?
The popping off he's been able to do here has been unmatched. And keeping up with his pace is daunting to play against.
It definitely is. He looks very comfortable. I mean, the team also looks incredibly synergized. But again,
did I?
I don't want to put
Dude, I
that
told
on
Yampy today I had
Team
Liquid.
Because
That's
realistically,
okay.
it's not like they haven't been going for those.
I genuinely thought I had dude, old me was smart. Old me was pretty smart.
But they've had different looks, a lot more of that mid control. It's been hard to see them get started. We're only 3 rounds in on the attacking side for them.
Chat, are you for real?
They're making adjustments.
Actually,
they kept quite a few of those rounds close, even when BBL found the momentum in that first half. But there's also not much you can do when the team like BBL is shooting back the way that they are. It's really coming down to those duels.
Content tomorrow is going to be real awkward. It's fine because no one's going to tell Yampy. We're okay.
Streak of wins, right? Kickoff was a hard time. They did make it into playoffs, but barely, right? It was a.
I'll just be the same as them. I'll be like, oh guys, my pick'ems, man. It's okay. I get that they're like sadder than me, but I can just join them.
Now, we know that players have got a lot of
The lie's too deep now. Gotta keep going with it.
It could. And BBL will
We're
take
2
full
in.
advantage of this. They've done marvelously so far. And with weapons this round, it might just make it a little bit easier. Kiko, he was stuck in that position. Mystic as well. Somehow gets away with his life, or at least stays with his life intact. And BBL not over-aggressing here, which is also a note to take from them. They've got the advantage. They know they don't have to be overzealous here.
Look at Nats's positioning right now over at Cat.
That was always the plus with putting Fnatic to win on your pick'ems.
They call the pause
You just flame
here,
mini.
that side of the A site. See if they can maybe draw a rotation away from BBL.
It's always a good reason to pick them.
They contact out BBL. Look like they're starting to fight. Nat's about to be revealed.
Doesn't seem like BBL are budging though.
Nope. Jump spot here as well. They won't expect Kushner on the left.
They're pretty damn strong on both sides, and with a trip in mid, there's no surprise
Yes,
here for Team Liquid.
I was thinking, yeah, it got real quiet in here.
BBL have got it all covered. Smoke on one end, and this is where Yampy looks to move in. Kushner doesn't show his ground. Oh, Yampy tried to interrupt it, but Brave is there to secure the deal. This is clean. Yeah, Team Liquid, no chances in this one. Nats will try and take a couple down. With him successful in doing so. He started off the series
chance
with
for
a few
Liquid.
explosive kills, but this is simply not good enough. This could be their final buy round, their real chance of getting back into this game here.
I mean, you even saw Pora poison already in that smoke over towards tree, ready to pop that flash in case things did go awry on site. 1 away from match point now for BBL. They've had 4 rounds in a row. They stole away the bonus.
I like this from BBL though, because as soon as this one-way comes up on A main, how are they ever meant to get through it?
Why this has been the Turkish map since its inception.
But they got no
I think
flash.
something that we've been missing
They have
as
to
well
literally
is,
TP across or
we
Yampy
just saw the
smoke.
vulnerability being thrown out there by Kiko,
Most people would
but
just flash to
we
take
haven't
early
seen
A
much of
main.
the contingency, the wall to come through. A lot more of the util that we've seen on that ISO pick has revolved around that double tap. And so finding success in the defense with his Odin, on the attack a little bit harder to do. I I think it's just been a bit of a struggle for Team Liquid to find opportunities to scale up. But look at the positioning. Bypass that trip here, Brave.
No one is looking towards him either. They don't think this is a prospect. They don't think there's a chance that Brave.
I like this from Brave though. He punished over towards A main so heavy that he knows they're not going to go there again. He TPs over the trip, top mid, and just wrecks him.
That's 2 kills to nothing. Team Liquid, this should have been their chance. This should have been their round to bring them back into this game. But I think it's just been smashed onto the wall.
No way to flash Kushner off this angle.
And Kushner will make this hold his own. Team Liquid losing players left and right and center.
Oh, the tuck back in. Oh, he gets tagged up, has to dash back away. Not looking to fight that Odin.
Oh, good read by Enzo, expecting that Kushner will bounce back. So it does give them a chance. Power's got the backline covered though. Not allowing them to move anywhere. Spike left behind as well. Mystic in big trouble. Even if he does collect the spike and end up on site this round, it's not going his way.
They can hunt him perfectly.
BBL,
All is looking rough. It's hard to take anywhere without KO, without flash.
You a chance to keep this weapon.
Hard for this comp to just push people off angles. Kind of like got a drone to send it.
Won't be able to survive. BBL have not dropped a single round on their defense so far.
Match point here for BBL. Team Liquid, tough looks with their economy going into this round. Sure, might be able to muster
I think coaches have more impact in Valorant compared to CS. Way more. Yeah, way more.
Was there, but the response was so good from BBL. That positioning, the walk out of A main like that for Brave was everything. Not even having someone close enough to hear the TP.
Okay, 7 chances.
I mean, it seems to be some positive
7
mental attitude
chances
there, at least in words, but in their heads, this can't feel too comfortable. They know this is not where Team Liquid wants to be, where any of these players wants to be.
Look at this high-low setup over towards A as well. They're maybe expecting Team Liquid to have pushed over towards A main, try to deny the control that BBL were previously taking from them, so they make the adjustment. They pull a little bit further back.
Yampi assisted with Mystic, moving into short. Kushner has got the perfect angle for this. Sideline covered.
They're baiting them in.
The only thing to push this guy is a drone.
Funneling them exactly where they
There's
want.
the drone. Now no one can be pushed off any angles
Slight
after this.
adjustment to avoid the cam. And goes in for it. Right, no good smoke, but he can be above it. That's a quick kill for Kushner. Kiko trying to bring a 1v1. He's won it last time, and he will win it again. Brave on the backside. Team Liquid eager to get around on the board, but surely they need to take it a lot further than that. Kushner
I like the attempt here, but
he can opt out of this. He can
it's a
just
fast
walk
decision.
and hand this over
Before the
to
Cypher's
Team
going to
Liquid.
reveal where he
They've
is.
got many more rounds to go
No, they
for,
don't
but
win
don't care.
this.
They just want to give us a fight.
They don't win
Make a
this one
2v4
though, right?
work. Now that is a statement and a half. BBL aren't a team to play around with, toy around with.
Might do that thing where the person shoots the door from far away and then he takes the peek.
There is the Hunter's Fury here for Enzo, but he's not in position to use it.
Well, the Fencer was out in the open there. That could have been a potential kill by Kushner, but Natsun's got the angle right. The pre-fire comes in.
It's pretty smart from Kushner. Seeing the guy that showed the on-site. Whoa!
And find the kills! Is there time for the defuse? No way. No way there's time for the defuse.
There's plenty of time.
There's loads of time. Oh boy. They annihilated him.
Their redemption story.
A Red Bull clutch for BBL to close this out 2-0. The second Turkish team now to take down Team Liquid.
And what way to do it? A 2-0.
Rough. Yeah, that was a rough one.
Is back on Turkish ground.